if you were watching Love Island After Sun last night, guys, you'd have seen an exclusive clip in which we find out what happens in the continuation of the red balloon game. And this clip focused exclusively on Harriet and Ronnie. Harriet jumps on Ronnie to burst the balloon, and then her dare is to kiss the islander she finds the sexiest, and I think we all know who she's going to go for, don't we?
Side of your couple that you think is the sexiest?
Those sexier geezers here than me.
Apparently not.
Okay, so Harriet kisses Ronnie while Jess looks on disapprovingly. Although I don't really think Jess is, you know, present emotionally with Ronnie anymore. And I think Ronnie wants to move on. I think Ronnie is, he kept saying, oh, I'm Turbo Ronnie, blah, blah, blah. So I guess he's going to get his turbo on and turbo around the villa from woman to woman. And I think that includes Harriet. But last night, also in After Sun, they interviewed Jess. And surprisingly, it was rather a candid interview. Because normally these interviews they do with the Islanders on After Sun tend to be rather dull and boring and tepid. And they don't really tell us much. But in this interview, she actually, you know, answered the questions, and, you know, they were pretty good questions.
But do you reckon he's a bad communicator in general, or it was just the pressure of the recoupling?
I think it was because he didn't know what all the boys were going to say, and he didn't want to come across like a melt, so he held himself back and then he looked like an idiot when all the boys give lovely speeches. Always honest, that's what we know.
She then went on to reveal that she likes Sean, and she said, oh, Sean is my kind of guy, you know, he's the kind of person I'd normally gravitate towards. Sean, guys.
I think my initial type, as soon as I walked in the door, was Sean, and Sean's gorge.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty boy. Definitely Sean, I would say.
All right, well, we saw him kiss you in the balloon game.
So we have a potential woman for Sean now. And let's hope they gravitate towards each other this week and become a couple. Because I'd like to see that. I don't want Sean to leave. Like I keep saying, I think Sean has potential to be Messy Mitch Part 2, and I don't want him to go yet. So I'm keeping my hopes up that Sean will couple up with someone and stay in the villa. I think Ronnie will eventually couple up with Harriet. I then think they'll both move on to other people, because I just think that's the kind of people they are. I don't think they're going to stick to each other. And I think Harriet will do what she promised to do, and she's going to stir up drama all the time. I felt her drama last week was rather forced and unnecessary, but I think she's going to keep on doing that, because I think she's aware that keeps her in the show, and it keeps the show moving, and it keeps people interested. So, you know, I suppose I shouldn't begrudge her that. And I think Ronnie just wants to try every girl that's there. So we'll see how he goes. Yeah. Anyway, also, on the subject of things not really moving, MUNVEER. MUNVEER is not moving. MUNVEER needs to stop being non-moving MUNVEER and become moving MUNVEER. Yeah, because I'm concerned that at this rate he will leave the villa within the week, because he just doesn't seem to be clicking with anyone. And I think he's got to realise that, listen, for the time being you don't have to click with them, you just need to be in a couple with someone to get yourself through the next few weeks, so eventually we get to bombshell time, Casa Amor, blah blah blah, and maybe you'll gel with someone later on. But for now, if you want to stay in the show, you need to get with someone. It was even brought up last night in After Sun. An audience member had a question for Molly and Tom, who were the specially boring guests, and asked about MUNVEER. And Maya did say basically what I've just told you.
Hello.
Hey, my question is, what would your advice for MUNVEER be, as he hasn't found a connection with the villa yet?
Oh, MUNVEER! Gotta love him, don't you?
Such a gen.
I think it's tough, it's come across so well, but you can't force anything in there. Hopefully someone comes in for him, because he seems like a top lad, so...
Just explore all your options as well.
He's got to get grafted.
Yeah,
He's got to put in some work. You don't know what it's like. If you're sitting down on the sun lounge all day, you will not get any love.
So what do you reckon, guys? Sean with Jess, Harriet with Ronnie, and MUNVEER with who? Who should MUNVEER get with? Patsy? Maybe. Can't get with Nicole. Who else is left? I mean, they're technically all... well, Samantha's with Joey. Again, I don't think that's going to last particularly long. There's potential. And obviously there'll be more bombshells this week. You know, we're supposed to be getting Abby Quinnan, aren't we? And there was another girl called Grace, I think, who was mentioned before the show even launched. But we'll see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Who should be with who? What do you think's going to happen? I'll catch you later for another Love Island themed video.